Hey there, viewers. So we are back again with a lullaby again. So I think we are getting sucked into the world of lullabies for no apparent reason. But this one was suggested way back, I think, by one of our viewers. I couldn't find and trace the name. It was not requested, but rather suggested to me that you should give it a try to SHUNNO's Bibiya. I know many people have requested SHUNNO's Behula as well, but this particular track I just adore, and I think I would love to listen it with all of you together.
Right. I haven't. I actually want to ask you, how did you came across this track? I
Hmm.
just checked the lyrics
Hmm.
of this track beforehand, and yeah, it does seem like a lullaby.
Yeah.
But excited. Yeah, this artist has been recommended countless times.
Countless times.
So let's see. Let's see.
As I
Ready?
was mentioning before, it was suggested by one of our listeners way back. I tried to go through the comments and search again, but I couldn't. I failed miserably. So if you are listening to this particular video, just drop in a comment to let us know that you suggested it, because I think it was suggested once only, and I've loved it.
Also, a thank you from us.
Yeah, indeed. Thank you so much. Let's get started then.
All right. Alrighty. Three, two, one, play. Nice use of yellow.
Yeah. The arrangement of this track is brilliant.
घूम जा रे बीबिया घूम जा रे बीबिया घूम जा रे बीबिया घूम जा रे बीबिया आधी राते चाँद तू आज घूम दे रे आँखिया घूम जा रे बीबिया घूम जा रे बीबिया
Beautiful vocals.
Beautiful, beautiful work.
So fishermen's. These are fishermen's.
দিব সাগর পারি তোর মুখানি বুকের পানে লইয়া আবার ভোর হইলে ফিরব যদি থাকে জান জাগিয়া দিব সাগর পারি তোর মুখানি বুকের পানে লইয়া আবার ভোর হইলে ফিরব যদি থাকে জান জাগিয়া ঘুম যা রে
Wow.
বিবিয়া ঘুম যা রে বিবিয়া ঘুম যা রে বিবিয়া ঘুম যা রে বিবিয়া
Beautifully sung, but I have huge conflicting thoughts.
Okay.
Alright, they're on the sea, catching fish. But the video concept is nice.
Yeah.
এগুলো কুল নাহি দেখি ঝড়ের লগে যুঝতেছি মন আমার কেমন করে ফিরার লাগি তোর কাছে সারা রাতের ঘুম আমার সারা দেহের যত গ্লানি ভুলে যাই সব যখনই দেখি মুখ তোর একটুখানি ঘুম যা রে বিবিয়া ঘুম যা রে বিবিয়া ঘুম যা রে বিবিয়া ঘুম যা রে বিবিয়া
Alright, nice. Am I correct that I was thinking that he reminds me of a Bollywood vocalist
Don't
with
say the
KK?
name. Yeah. Brilliant. Clapping for you.
You know, all right, for all our viewers, I probably know like a few. Arijit Singh, Sonu Nigam, Kumar Sanu,
Hmm.
right? And Lata Mangeshkar and all, Rafi's and all. But KK, yeah, actually didn't know KK when he passed away. This is when I came to know his name and the associated tracks. Otherwise, I didn't know that he sung it or yeah, who KK is. But there was huge resemblance. Even though I have heard only like
100%.
few clips of KK songs,
100%.
um,
100%.
right?
100%. That's why I clap because that's the same thought that I was having. Uh,
This is the style, the cadence was very uncanny.
and
The similarity was uncanny.
uncanny. And KK is my all-time favorite Indian singer. I mean, I rate him. I might be hurting some sentiment, but I rate him above Arijit Singh, Sonu Nigam, etc. I just love the way KK used to sing. I loved each one of his track. I was an amazing fan of KK. And this vocalist, amazing vocalist, and his voice texture was completely very similar to, not completely, but very similar to KK as well.
Right. So the singing was very beautiful, the instrumentation and all. But then I kept thinking that this is not a lullaby that you could play to a child.
Okay, yeah, you are right. You are right. I have slightly different take on that. So if you read the description, it's basically a
I
lullaby
didn't.
of a fisherman who is putting off his daughter to sleep before he heads off for his work in ever so
That's very
yeah,
evident.
yeah, in an ever so unpredictable sea. That's what description mentions, right?
Hmm.
So if you notice the track, the way the singer has sung it, and I think the arrangement, that the way it has been done, he starts with a very lower tone on very, and there are very few instruments playing it. So he's putting his daughter to sleep.
The child to sleep,
Yeah,
yeah,
as
and
soon as
then
the
going
child
away
is
and
exactly, as soon as he goes away, the music picks up because it's depicting the troublesome nature of sea, right? The rabid nature of the sea, and it's trying to depict the thunderstorm. So the song picks up, the percussions, the beats, everything picks up. The notes take a notch up. The singer starts to sing on high scale because of depicting the problematic scenario that they are in. Right, it's not an easy job to be a fisherman when you are, especially when you are traveling overnight. Right, and in the end, when he is back, because throughout his
yeah,
journey,
yeah, yeah. I
he's
noticed that. I
he's
noticed
just
that.
he's just thinking about his daughter, that whether he would be able to survive that thunderstorm and come back to visit and see her. And once he is back again, the music again descends and become peaceful, and he embraces her in her arm, right? So it's again into that lower mode.
So so it's a timeline. It's timeline of a story.
Yeah,
So I mean, this isn't a lullaby then, although
not a true.
this can be sung in a lullaby manner because the lyrics are very beautiful,
Yeah,
right? You can
absolutely.
sing this to your child, but with a different melody, not with this melody.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to go the higher notes while you're trying to put your child to sleep, and then you have a shouting match with a child.
That would be something.
Right, right, yeah, that would be counterproductive.
But yeah, you are right. I think if you just sing it in lower notes without any instrument, it would still be a lullaby. But they tried to depict it as a journey and the thought that a fisherman is going through. Because interestingly enough, I was reading it somewhere that the band members in one of the interview told that they were at Cox's Bazar shooting for a music video. And while shooting at Cox's Bazar, they actually heard a fisherman addressing his daughter as Bibiya, right? So
Oh,
that's where the idea came from for the entire song. So it was just,
nice.
yeah, just a backstory that I got to know from while I was surfing through the internet.
Yeah, adds to the punch.
Adds to the punch.
Adds to the
Absolutely.
punch, right? Yeah, I mean, overall, I was kind of surprised with the vocals from the very beginning, and pleasantly surprised. And then, yeah, there were just so many things going around my head during the track that okay, KK, and what's going on? This is not a lullaby
Mm.
and all, but beautiful track, I
Beautiful.
must say.
Yeah.
And then now I would be very excited to hear Behula.
Yeah. It's
I
in.
want to quickly mention,
Yeah. Go
yeah,
on.
go ahead.
Go on. Go on. Go on.
So I just want to quickly mention that it's not like that we don't hear these suggestions or recommendations. It's just that the list of recommendations is so long. It's so long that it just takes time to get to certain point. Also, fortunately or unfortunately, some tracks are such that you put them on loop. So you are going through a recommendation and you yeah, come across a track that, yeah, then your whole day is gone.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple of days, some week. So,
Absolutely.
and yeah, and we are gonna soon listen to a track that I'm talking about, sung by one of our favorite bands, but that would come later.
Okay.
So yeah, you wanted to say something?
I was just mentioning that you mentioned Behula, and I have listened to that particular track as well, and I absolutely love that track as well. I just have a personal bias towards this track, and I think you know why. I resonate with this particular track a lot more. And yeah, the important thing is that the use of percussions by this band in this track and Behula is amazing. The beats that they use throughout the track
Yeah,
are very catchy, and yeah, you just fall for it.
all the instrumentations were nice. Yeah, this reminds me of the Arta Baje we heard recently,
Mm.
right? And that I thought that that was a perfect execution of a song in a context.
Hmm.
In a
Hmm.
context, and the context was a fisherman's, are I mean, singing a folk song, right, about their day, selling fish and shrimps and all that.
Hmm.
And around the context, that was such a genius execution. Here, I felt like this was more of a showcase of singing capabilities,
Actually,
which was, I mean,
it was incredible. We can agree on that. The singing capability, especially. But this particular band is known for communicating different stories and folklores throughout the region, throughout the country that's
mm,
happening. So that's what they specialize in, and that's why they probably have certain dramatic elements into their composition as well. And which I personally just love when you are trying to narrate a story.
mm,
So
mm. We will come across it. We will
yeah,
see when we explore more of their work. We would know.
yeah. All right then. Thank you so much for whoever recommended this particular track. And just keep recommending similar stuff to us.
Also, share your thoughts about
Yeah,
where you disagree with us.
yeah. Thank you so much for watching it with us and listening it with us. And we will see you on the next one then. Take care. Goodbye.